This is still Entertainment Guide on DGN TV. I'm here with Bright and Yawood Ibabu. Before we went on the break, we were talking about, government for all and all that. But of course, so far so good. What do you make of His Excellency John Mahama's appointments? We've seen the Energy Minister, we've seen the Finance Minister designate, we've seen which other government? Okay, Finance, Energy,
Regional Ministers,
Attorney General, and Minister of Justice, and some 10 regional ministers has been appointed so far. And some other security agencies also. But what do you make of it? Then we talk about our space.
It's too early to give a concrete conversation, but
in terms of the personalities.
That's what I said.
And the records.
I already praised them for taking everybody's CV. So obviously everybody's strength is where they are. You get it. Yeah. So they're going through vetting.
Okay.
I'm sure all of them will go through. Yeah, all of them will go through.
Despite the scrutiny. The rigorous scrutiny from the minority.
And I think it's just for the normality.
Yeah.
They are not going to take anybody out.
Okay.
Because I believe
you approve everybody.
No, I believe everybody they are qualified. That's why they are selected.
Exactly. Because
if they are selected and then you go and they reject you, it's an indictment on whoever chose you.
Yeah.
And I believe that they were chosen because they know their worth. I think what particularly has got me excited is the Ashanti Regional Minister designate, a very young man. A very young man is the youth. So we are hoping to see, and the youth, when they give you position,
deliver.
Don't go and
more will come.
Don't go and do chop. We've seen some before. So
so what do you have to say about these new appointments?
You see what then he talk?
Yes.
I'm a firm believer. There is similarities, or now I cannot even talk similarities. There is one thing having a good CV, and another thing being
on the field.
A good performer.
Okay.
I'm not sure, say, even for example, on the appointment of Finance Minister. I'm not sure, say, if we compare to Forsen and Ken Oforiatta, they are even close. Ken has been up there. He has been like a broker in our finance system for continuous governments, even sometimes when he was in opposition. But when we gave the mantle to him, we wouldn't say it matched his achievements. So people could have a good CV, but you can't, they don't go perform. So we can only measure them when they've been in power or they've been at post for some time. Then we see, okay, then work proper or they no work. For now, even on the composition of the appointments committee and everything, the majority, they outweigh the minority. So it's just a rubber stamp. You go no, you be good or you know good stuff. Sake of they input you for there, you go through. So we just live to see. If they work hard, we would all praise them. If they don't, we would be here to criticize.
All right, great. We are from the entertainment sector, so we'll be talking about our ministry. So far, as now that we are doing the show, it's not been announced yet. But there are some changes when the list came out. It used to be Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, now Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts. What do you guys make of these changes? Do you think it's really relevant?
But they changed something.
The name.
They add creative to the art.
Wow.
It'll be Sankofa name. That was the name when
GM was there.
That was first.
Okay.
So they've just gone back to.
But
even
these things, I really they see say when they grow to a certain point where they say before no be major changes like these things.
Before get static like
because with this one then change. Just the art way they add or then J for inside. Right now, every letterhead too for change. They bring additional cost. They bring additional cost to us. So some of these things, and also they see the essence in changing some of these things. Honestly.
All right. We've been in a space. You've been in a space for over 10 years. But you've been around for close to 10 years.
No, I know reach 10.
Close to.
It's not even close.
No, I'm close.
Charlie, this is not a conversation.
I'm close.
The main conversation is
I've done proper 5 years.
So far.
Since then break my heart.
Okay. Now let's talk about who we think fits this portfolio. And of course, we have to narrow it down to people who are aligned to the NDC. I must confess, aligned to the NDC.
Yeah.
So we know the likes of Baba Sadiq, we know the likes of John Dumelo, we know the likes of Exuma, who was one of the leaders when it comes to the manifesto. I mean, the People's Manifesto. That's the name of the manifesto, right? Yeah. On the creative arts industry. Who do you think best fits this position?
If I say who best fits, I'll be partial because I owe allegiance to certain individuals you mentioned, or an individual you mentioned in there. That's Baba Sadiq.
Okay.
I personally look up to him, and I would be grateful or I would be proud if I see him at such pedestal. And on the other hand, also, it will come down to their credibility, which he has.
Yes.
And I believe every other name you mentioned also has same credibility. But also, I come from a point or a place where I feel that none of those individuals there, or if any or none of they are appointed to that place, it shouldn't be a big deal. Because I see one industry in such a way that we've tried some of one people where we try, go.
As deputies, let's put it that way.
No, but even as deputies, they may have been assigned to certain jurisdiction in the creative system where the main people will do the bureaucracy and everything, but you were supposed to do the groundwork where you don't go well. So I'm just open for anything. I would wish Baba Sadiq, but if they bring in a business person, a business-minded person, because that's what we are supposed to also do. We are supposed to attack from a business standpoint, how business people who would procure deals for us get the sector to look nice.
Exactly.
Because we really they need, last time then NYB they talk, he say we really they need branding, because bro, how an industry
former government set up Ghana Investment Promotion Center.
Yeah, but
what?
And if you say that was
job for the boys.
Did it taste of Ghana or back to back?
No, but
don't just criticize.
They are branding Ghana.
No, I'm not criticizing. That's why. So your problem is you think I'm criticizing, but where you said something that I felt was good, I just said it.
No, but I just saying GIPC, but
GTA, they did a tremendous. Left to me, that one should be maintained. Yeah, beyond the return, it was a great initiative. Left to me, it should be maintained. But I'm just saying.
So we take give Abeku Santana.
Oh no, bro.
Mr. Tourism. Okay.
Yes.
Quickly, what do you make of this industry, the Ministry of Tourism? Who do you think best fits that position? And what are the variables His Excellency John Mahama should consider in picking this person?
Well, the Ministry of Tourism,
Arts and creative.
no,
I don't know how.
tourism, culture and creative arts.
Okay.
Tourism, culture
and creative arts is an essential. It's an essential part of the
industry.
Not the industry, but the running of the country.
Sure.
What the previous government did, which is the Akufo-Addo-led government, they brought back life into the tourism industry. Can't get to see year of return, and after the return, we've seen a lot of investment trickling, even entering into the billions of Trump money. Not Mahama people, Trump money. So there's already a precedence in this ministry. That it will be easy for us to know if someone comes in the falter. You get it? And there is so much potential in it. And there are also so many agencies within it that also needs smooth running. Like the GTA, the Folklore Board, National Theatre, the Boys Center,
Creative
and even
Agency.
the controversial Creative Arts Agency. All these are agencies under this ministry. Now for my pick, I tell people, my pick is controversial. It is also, it doesn't look likely to happen. Yeah, my pick doesn't look likely that to happen. But I feel if it will happen, that person would have been like a perfect person to handle that. And that would be the one and only Mr. Stan Lugbe. So that, you see the way they smile. Yes, Stan Lugbe would have been my pick for the tourism, culture, and creative arts. Because at the end of the day, even the national events, ideally should have been the tourism culture and arts division that handles. Yes, because that tourism is the gateway, is the selling point. It's not the foreign affairs. Foreign affairs, they say diplomatic, but in terms of selling Ghana, is the tourism, culture, and creative arts. I'm still not get the name.
Exactly, because
and creative arts. And who better to lead than the man that everybody has been praising for being a brand expert, someone who can brand Ghana in a way which will sell us to the rest of the world. So that's why my pick is Standobe, because I feel he has every single element to succeed. And one thing we need for a minister in the tourism, culture and creative arts is a minister who has authority. You can put someone there, but they don't have leverage. Standobe is an integral part of the NDC. He is a very close person to the president. If he's in that ministry, whatever he wants, it shouldn't be hard for him to get.
Exactly.
He would use his influence and power to make it work. You get it? Because randomly, you can put anybody there. But there's a lot of bureaucracy in the government system. But if the person does not have weight, nothing will happen. And we've all seen with previous ministers. Not just he's a deputy.
Even his minister.
I talk the ministers.
Even his ministers
have. Hawa brought the business side of.
That's why Japan Mesa was just passing by.
No, Japan. I felt Japan Mesa was
a lawyer.
Yeah, it was small. He did not understand. He wasn't also business oriented.
Then that be latter day things.
But he had a fair idea. Awa was business minded.
Okay.
And Awa was the person who brought reason to the tourism sector. He put numbers to it. Do you understand? He's the one who made it business minded because
he even wanted because
he comes from a business he comes from a business standpoint. Because if someone is going to handle that portfolio, the person has to have a marketing background because it's a selling ministry. That's what you see. That's the misconception people have. People feel it's more of the culture, music. No, we already do that. We have people who do that.
You know the creatives there already.
It's about selling those crafts. It's about selling Ghana, selling our artifacts, selling our paintings, selling our bags, our kente. So you need someone who understands the way of selling. So that's why I'm choosing Standobe.
Okay, now let's look at the other people who have come into conversations. I mean, the likes of Baba Sadiq. Rexoma, for instance, has also been one of the people that... but many people say, oh, he couldn't deliver with Gamro. And, you know, Gamro is a big conversation altogether. And we definitely have that conversation here. That, you know, rights, artists are supposed to be, because we hear most of the time our veteran artists are struggling financially, health care, all that. But if Gamro is really working well, we wouldn't see all these things. And
if Gamro is working well, we still see those things. Just because Gamro... No, I'm just saying, just because Gamro is working, Gamro does not put...
I mean, the money is, you know, when
Gamro does not put money into the pockets of artists just because you're an artist. Lankobi Abe join another member.
Better artists, no matter
you see,
so
that's why I want Gamro to
10 billion. Gamro will give you 10 billion.
But you will
if you go still come back, you go come back.
Okay, be true. That want to be true.
So here's the thing. Yes, I've heard the different names. They mentioned Mama Gan. Honorable Jifa Gomashi.
You can't talk.
Oh, no. Baba Sadiq is there. He has proven his mantle over the years. He's had successful events. He's been like a thought leader when it comes to the space. Yes, he's also there. In terms of...
And he's also very pivotal in the planning of the campaign message of the NDC when it comes to the creative arts sector.
Thank you. Show your bias is good.
No, I'm showing because if he was pivotal in its planning,
and I think
then he should also be pivotal in this execution.
So that's why I'm saying your bias because
I think Baba Sadiq also played a role in the Zongo
development
policies. There's a policy.
Zongo development.
Something where you will speak Hausa for them campaign and I learned there's a ministry appointment available for a Ministry of Youth and Empowerment or something. So we never know, maybe he might go there.
But like all the names have been mentioned, definitely just because you're creative doesn't mean we put you. Someone like Dumelo, right now I see him more as a farmer.
Minister of Agric.
But I agree you're looking at a business.
I agree. I'm not sure.
No, and he has depicted, even with his little thing he's doing, at least. So.
But Dumelo no agree because there are a lot of equally bigger brains who have done PhD sentence. Otokuno no. Otokuno na go. Otokuno no.
DJ Boy and John.
Omo na wo.
DJ Boy and John.
Omo na mo ko. Agree no what you say. So yeah, they are there. They are options.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, Rexoma is a nice gentleman. Sorry, he's nice daddy.
Grandpa.
Yeah, grandpappy.
Yeah.
I think the unfortunate thing with Rexoma is the demon of Gamro is haunting him. That is where the issue is. Because Gamro has not been able to develop to where we expect it to develop to, especially when people have openly tried to approach them and they don't get any positive feedback. It feels like the system doesn't want it to work. That is what is bothering him right now, because if you are going to judge him by a ministry like what we have, and he hasn't been able to run an agency like Gamro.
He hasn't been able to?
Yes, he hasn't been able to. Do you know that Gamro hasn't had a license for more than 2 years?
But then, it was revoked. So it's not.
Do you know why it was revoked?
Is it?
Do you know why it's revoked?
No, but it's not up to just him.
No, it's up. No, it's. I'll let you land. What's my time? Yes.
Okay, sure.
It's up. It's up to him, because first of all, he's the chairman of Gamro. He's not like any regular member. He's not a board member. He's the chairman.
Yeah. Wow.
The chairman who wields a lot of power. The reason why Gamro is in court, or why Gamro lost his license, is because members are aggrieved. And Attorney General asked them to fix up, then they come back to the table. Up to now, they've not been able to fix up. I even learned some, they've been taken to court recently by some 2 staff members who claimed they were, I think, dismissed somewhere. Yes, and they I think they even won the case, and they've been asked to be restated back. I think an electoral commissioner and one person. The thing is, when you're a parent, anything your child do, good or bad, it will be attributed to you.
When you're a parent,
so
whatever you do, when you're also a parent, whatever you do, not all your children would be happy with you at some point. You get it?
Okay.
We don't get it.
For a company or an agency as big as Gamro, you wouldn't have each and every person wanting to align with its head.
Okay.
People would have their personal interests, and they will try to malign you in the public picture.
But right, at large.
At large, there has been an improvement.
No, but at large, there's been a lot of
I want you to ask you.
Yeah.
With all your knowledge
in
the industry and with where you stand, so your grammar is working. Yes or no? It'd be simple question.
Yeah, it's working.
Grammar is to you. Grammar is
working. No.
So no.
Isn't it working?
Grammar is not working
because the license has been suspended.
No, the license, because of the license, they are not distributing money, or
but they're collecting.
But I'm supposed to go. You see, it's
no. So is it working or is it not?
It's not working. Gamro is not working.
What do you talk about?
What I'm talking about.
Are you okay with Gamro's operations so far?
No. No one is okay. There is always room for improvement.
You just said no one is okay.
No, I'm coming.
So if no one is okay.
Right.
Then rephrase.
If I talk say no one is okay, I'm saying no one is okay in life. Like there's always no they come. No they come. It's just to maybe I didn't put my words well, but then it's just to put relevance on the fact that there's always room for more.
Okay.
Because if you look at even Maslow's
theory of need.
Yeah, there's always
hierarchy of.
There's always the next step.
Yes.
So make Gamro give some broad 10 million today. The person will sit down and will realize that but we could still make 11 million. So there's no one is okay, like, but there's always room. And
when they are structured,
the issue is since his coming into Gamro, has there been an improvement from the old ways?
Yeah.
You and I, Barry.
Let's look at how long he's been there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And look at the improvements.
Yeah. He's
been there for about 10 years, if I'm not wrong.
I think he was serving a second term.
Yes.
Yeah, but he reached 10 years. He reached 10 years.
I don't know the full duration, but he did in second term. But court cases and things have come inside.
He did for years. Yeah. But can we measure these achievements? What are his achievements at Gamro?
So
Gamro's website is not working. Website is not working. Social media is non-existent.
Yes.
A lot of things are not working.
Yeah.
So if you tell me,
my issue is I appreciate that there are defaults or there are misses in his tenure as Gamro leader.
Yeah.
But also, my issue is, as an industry, we live by a template of always indulging on the negatives than highlighting the positives of our people.
Okay.
I personally don't support him being a minister.
Why?
I believe,
Why don't you support him?
because just as I said, people are in positions that at every point in time, we expect more from them.
Yeah.
I think he deserves more. For the position that he is, he deserves more. He deserves the next step. As to if the next step is the minister or not, I'll tell you, it's not the minister. I believe that maybe if he's sent to a different agency at the same ministry, because just as you mentioned, the ministry has different facets of agencies. So if he moves to a place like the Creative Arts Agency, I believe, it fits him best.
But I don't think people will complain if they say you should go to Creative Arts Agency. It's the
but
ministry.
you see Mahama being the president, as Mahama can make the president, people no go complain. So people will always complain. There would always be someone who, as I said, for their personal interest or because of relationships they don't have. If you make Baba, even Baba we are the vouch for. If Baba come, we maybe because of my personal interest, because we all have personal interest. Where Baba come, where things are the one make it go my way, no go my way. Go see how they complain. So each and every day people will go complain.
We understand. Maybe we saw free SHS and they complain. Even though it was free SHS.
Exactly.
You complain.
Wrap up.
They complain. So it's understandable. But basically what I'm
saying.
No, it's not about our people. The whole question is, do you think Resoma is ripe enough as it is right now to be a substantive minister?
No, I think he deserves a next step, but not the minister.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying,
this one be political than what he said.
No, this not political. What I said was, what I said was, people are judging him based on Gamro.
Yes.
And what is in the public eye, it is what is in the public eye. If Gamro was working effectively and artists were praising him left, right, center, do you think if he was announced, like people will complain? No, they won't complain.
Bro.
Do you know what?
All right.
Most bro, by Juma also enjoy that. So I bring pan the enjoy from there.
All right. So guys, Shatta Wale wrote a letter to the new president of Ghana. I wish our new president, John Mahama, can also reform our music system to attract more professionals on radio and television. Similar to the appointment of new ministers when they assume power. The entertainment industry needs to change. The younger ones are coming, can't go through what some of us have been through. My humble wish is that just for the next generations to come and see the music business as a job and not just as fun. This Shatta Wale, an open letter to the president.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
Well, for me, it's beautiful. Like for Shatta Wale to write an open letter to the president. There's nothing wrong with writing an open letter. It's a very beautiful letter, especially looking at his stature in the industry. He's a big man, but
When the right time will the letter.
but there's a but.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
The but is the content. So Shatta Wale, and he understands the music industry.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he totally understands it.
Yeah. You are assuming.
Yes, because based on the content of the letter, right now I'm doubting. Because yes, the letter is, it's true, the letter is great. But here's the thing, you want a reformance or reformation. You want the president to reform the music
the sector.
The music industry. But where? Radio and television. But on radio and too, he wants to reform the musical.
He wants to reform music.
The musical. No. Read the letter again. Read it. I want you to read the letter.
Oh no, this one.
No. Read.
I will talk give Wale.
No, don't be about talk.
Wale say
yes,
we
read.
can reform the music system to attract more professionals.
On radio and television.
But aren't the music professionals on radio and TV?
No, wait.
Yes,
are you not a music person?
Wait.
Why are you sitting?
No. Wait.
Yes, it's true.
We are going. See.
Break it down.
I like when you want to play defense.
I'm not playing defense.
I
asked
like
a simple question. Are you not a music person?
You're
You're on radio, you're on TV.
Let him explain.
What I'm trying to explain is, you want a total reformation of the music industry.
Yes.
They did stay total.
Make it up.
But it's a reset. We are in a reset era.
No, he said reformation. You are
No.
reforming.
Yeah, reforming.
Reforming doesn't mean resetting.
No, but
Two
no.
different things.
Just oppose it to the
Continue.
message of the president, who is resetting
Yeah.
in the music industry.
Reform can also mean resetting, so it's normal.
But from there, what I say, but on radio and television now, as music executives.
Yeah.
First of all, we are music executives before we come on media.
Yeah.
We know the problems that we are facing.
Yeah.
Media is the least of our problems. Like on the base value.
Yeah.
Yes, there are challenges in media. I agree with Shatta Wale on professionalism on the media space. Like I said, there is an apparent lack of ethics. In fact, in the journalism that we used to know, standards have fallen. Yeah. And it's universal because everybody can be on television and radio. But the messaging, first of all, the fourth estate, in as much as we would like regulation, once you touch the fourth estate, you are touching freedom of
speech.
Yeah. And no president can touch, even under His Excellency Nana. When people talk and we talk, they say you are trying to gag, you are trying to suppress them.
Yes, that's the word.
But the number of scandals the media released in that era, they were not suppressed. You get it?
Yeah.
So, in as much as maybe he wants the media people to change in terms of their wording,
yeah,
it's the wrong thing. Because ideally, the information must start with the music industry. First of all, I felt Shatta Wale could have tagged not just the president, but the musical president too. Because at the end of the day, what you don't get is the biggest changes that can come into the music industry has to start from musical.
Who listens to musical now?
You say who listens to musical. Do you know the number of people in musical? Like, do you know their members?
The members?
Yes.
They have no members.
Yes. Musical has a lot of members. They just don't, the leadership just don't know how to enforce it. Because I sat here and I said, we say we are musicians, we are educated, we go to school. But the biggest union in Ghana is JPRT.
Yes.
We come trotro driver now mate now say na motor born or power chain.
Oka president.
Oka so atone first man abede. Oka so onye president from Manuba Flagstaff House.
Yeah.
Music
we trade union for.
Bro. So I believe change has to happen. But it is not His Excellency JDM who is going to create that change. Change has to start with the major players.
Okay.
The main actors. Shatta, Stone, Sarkodie, R2Bs, those big people.
All right.
They are the ones who need to lead change. And how do they lead change? They need to liaise with music. They need to come together and fight their battles. Because once that is done and they become a powerful force, that is where when they talk, people, can you imagine a day where they say, music and Gamro says, Charlie, make nobody play our music with the boycott?
Hey.
You know how many radio stations will suffer? Unless that new radio station, I want to go talk, sir. When there's a sports in it, go talk, sir. You get But imagine it happening. Yeah. It will lead to a total shutdown.
All right.
Because what you go play? Or you go bring you, we can talk to it for our economy.
Right. What do you make of Shatta's open letter?
I'm a firm believer that the end justifies the means. What was the end game of what he said he wanted the president to do?
Reform music.
Reform the music scene. Each and every one of us here, we understand that when our system, they need reforms. And NYB mentioned something that as soon as you touch the media, it's more like you are gagging or you are curtailing media freedom.
Very sensitive sector.
But also, you'd agree with me that for what we do, aside people seeing us on the streets and having their own informative or their own formation of what we do, a major propellant of what we do is the media. That's radio and TV. So if there are, I would call them predators who leverage on such platforms to cause infectious damages to the sector, and someone calls for reforms, is it wrong? It's never wrong. I believe in media freedom, I believe in press freedom and everything, but in believing in press freedom and everything, when you see that someone's freedom to speech will curtail the major gains of something and you curtail it, it's not wrong. if your freedom of speech will get whatever we are fighting for sport, and I can tell that freedom of you speaking, where we all benefit from, it be wrong. It will be wrong. So I believe we all should support what Shatta said. If, as you said you don't believe that the president should be the one, but he is the major anchor of the ship that we are in.
Exactly. So
he's the head.
He's not the major anchor.
He's the major anchor, but who is the first gentleman of the land? Who is the first gentleman of the land?
Yes, but it's not the major anchor.
It is his powers. It is his powers.
The major anchor are the musicians.
No. It is his powers that will be distributed. You mentioned Gamro and everything. Gamro and everything.
Gamro is private.
It doesn't matter.
Music is private.
At the end of the day, we are all empowered by the Constitution. And that Constitution has given its sole power to the president now.
Okay.
There's no sole power to the president. That's why we have arms of government.
That's why he has the veto. No, that's what in everything
judiciary.
The president has a veto power.
He doesn't have veto in this.
All right.
But we need to understand that the president doesn't have a veto power.
In what?
In everything. That's why we have the
even for one sector to work.
Judiciary
and when they talk, then you talk beside they run into your time. Now you do the same.
I'm correcting you, Keke.
Right now to hear you get the veto power. So if I make you know say they get into my time. But my main thing is the president can or can like nobody say he can't. He can
really
lead the charge
impactful change.
Yeah, by leading the charge and sending information down because it's a lineage. Once the ministers and everything, everyone is aligned, and the musicians, as you also mentioned, are aligned to
for our industry.
If you just go do one.
Yeah, but let me just put it across. So first of all, I'm not hating on the letter.
I'm not saying
I'm not talking about you. I want the audience to understand. I'm not hating on the letter. I'm not scared of them because the letter, Shatta writing a letter to the president is not a bad thing.
Yes.
I'm just saying that the content direction which he went, and I also believe that a major factor. You see, just because he's president doesn't mean he can automatically do stuff. That's why he has ministers. That's why there are associations. That's why we have CSOs who come in and do suggestions.
Advice.
Yes. So as a musician, your best bet is to do it through unionize, like being a union. Yes. And you already have a union in Musica.
Yes.
So that is the best way you can push for reforms, for
changes.
changes.
The president, Shatta is not the only musician in Ghana. If you believe it's a good cause, I would also want you to call on other musicians to follow by also writing letters to Musica. Stonebwoy when also feel write to the vice president.
Wait, when I was talking.
No, so
when I was talking, I don't mention names.
Say what?
As I mentioned, I said let them come together. I mentioned Stone Sack. I even mentioned how to be so. So I've called on.
I've together. They almost don't call you on.
And coming together is the only way to push.
Okay, so we are back to Gary Sokins like we never left.
Yeah.
That's according to Instagram post.
Yeah, he's back.
Is it, what does that mean? What meanings do you read to this?
So unfortunately for acute-minded Ghanaians, I apologize for your lack of not understanding a simple statement as in we are back to Gary like we never left. Yeah. This is someone who has been on top of the game for how many years now? Like a decade plus. You get me? And he's telling people that his energy, his drive, his hunger
is back to Gary.
It's back to when like he began. So if you think say
he's gone,
forget. They can't hassle with the Kweku.
So it's about music.
Yes, they can't hassle with the Kweku flex, the Kweku smokes. So if people figure say he's sleeper, I am back to Gary. Means say
is back.
Yes, cause Kanasa. MJ school fees $, new year. I can't crazy. So it's back to Gary to hustle to make more money.
All right.
Must say a political.
Because of the timing.
No. So that's what I'm saying. The people who are insulting Sarkodie, deep down in them, do they think that the second coming means going back to his Gary? No, because if to me, I don't feel like it's going to take me back to going Gary. Why would I worry about it? But people feel it's a job to GM. If it is a job to GM, you believe that it's a job. Do you mean that, or do you believe in yourself that going back to Gary means that you are going back to suffer? If you believe that, then you have a problem.
Okay, but I don't have to say about that.
I say it's Gary Krapo.
It's expensive.
Yeah, branded
bag 4-in-1. Everything there is there.
So if
where the cost you,
bro, I really know they see anything wrong with what Zach said. Yeah, there is a little issue on timing.
Yeah, the timing, of course.
People would also once you do tweets and you don't actually define it, people
define it for you.
Classify it on their own.
Yeah.
it's still like this. Shatta gained a feature on the US Afrobeats chart. Then
with
I think
God,
say
on 30
with number 35 on God. Then I see say some bro post on Twitter around 2 a.m. We Stonebwoy to can list in Billboard charting.
Hey.
When you look at the time, someone would say, "Oh, Stonebwoy is envious of Shatta," but it's also someone just putting across what he's also achieved. So me I really is if people go like cruise with them, make them cruise with them, but you know be any big deal be like that. Yeah. Mr. from here the go chop guy.
But guys, congratulations to Shatta Wale. On God is doing amazing, and that is the effect of performing to new audience.
Yeah, and not just traveling. Not just traveling to perform. If you perform, if you have effect.
Shatta Wale is back from his trip to Jamaica. We don't have time to talk details into it, but of course, congratulations to him performing together with his idol, Vybz Kartel.
Yes.
His song On God, where many people were teasing him. I mean, DJ Slim even said, "Oh, did I hear you go poo-poo and all that?" And this On God now is gaining more attention in the Caribbean, in America and all that, which is a good feat. So congratulations to Shatta Wale. Ignore everybody, ignore the naysayers, those who are trying to make it look like you're not doing anything. I think you've done very well. In Africa, you are the only person who wants to represent us, and you are seeing that effect on that Billboard chart.
And you always a catching razor.
Yes, and then you performed in the middle of the show, not like somebody who...
Not a special guest.
Exactly. So congratulations to
he was a special
guest.
Not
special TV. He was a special guest.
Wale was a special guest, was well respected in Jamaica. And
you know how we were begging? You were begging Shatta Wale on the show to go for that show.
Yeah, we were begging. We begged him to go. So quickly, let's comment on this 1 minute each.
Yeah.
Shatta's trip to Jamaica, coming back, Billboard chart, everything doing well.
I like it when people live their dreams. Then Shatta Wale performing with Vybz Kartel was a dream. See, that's why we're here begging, saying, "Hey, because we know, we know Shatta." I'm happy seeing. You see, I'm happy seeing the feedback because now it will motivate him to go on the tour that we are begging him to go on that he doesn't want to go on.
Yes,
because once the audience are waiting, people are waiting for him to be there. Anytime, and trolls. This is life. You see, if you've been trolling somebody, you turn trolls into success story. Because ideally, if the trolls had not come in, most Jamaicans wouldn't have come to defend. They wouldn't have anything to come and defend about Shatta Wale. But when they trolled him and they even took it upon themselves to discover now On God, which was released 3 years ago. Yeah. It's on the Billboard chart. Yeah. His first entry onto the Afrobeats Billboard chart.
Wow.
Already you do well already, but I do Afrobeats Billboard chart. You get it. And he's one of Vybz Kartel's favorite Afrobeat artists, alongside Burna and Wiz. You see, the only Ghanaian to make that list out of 3 artists. So big up Shatta Wale, big up SM Cam, big up to the whole management team and the fans.
Yeah. So if you are a fan of my Facebook, I always talk to as an artist, and I watched a documentary of Davido and his team when they are going on tours. It's 2 things: they look at their metrics, their back end, and they see the places that their songs are making strides.
I think I saw that one.
But if you're an artist and your song is not making those strides and you enter certain markets, then the best thing you could have is once after performing, the aftermath effect of your performance should be resounding. Like it should be something befitting of the sacrifices you made.
Yeah.
No one has had that in our scene recently like Shatta has. Because as he go to Jamaica, bro, man has sport there. And he's not new to Billboard charts. He's, I think, the second most charted Ghanaian artist on Billboard, aside Amari. But the US Afrobeats chart is a new revelation. This is the first time he's been on it. And just as he said, it's imperative that he takes on continuous tours, entering new markets, making collaborations. That is very impactful. Impactful.
Of course, we've seen something coming with Stefflon Dome, so we'll be looking forward to that.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for joining us. We just hope you come here more often.
From every they come here, Charlie.
Oh, Charlie, from every?
Yeah, from every.
Wow, you didn't get some lands for me. I didn't want land for every. I don't get money.
They know they want land.
Thank you very much for joining us on the show. Happy New Year to each and every single person who watched the show. Guys, we have visuals from Fiesta de Salsa, which in partnership with